Hi again, I'm Emiliano. In this video I'm gonna talk about one of the best series of films ever created. I'm going to talk about Star Wars. Now, Star Wars doesn't need a formal presentation. I think it's now part of the modern culture. This is because of the big success that the first film had back in the 70s. It represented a change in the way of thinking of the people of that age. The movie came out in a dark period of the American history. It came out after the Vietnam War and the Watergate scandal. So the movie represents a breath to the American people of that age. And it was the intention. George Lucas tried to take him back to life the old Western movies and the old Flash Gordon movies. In these movies, the good and the bad are clearly visible. Star Wars is more than special effects and explosions and battles and that stuff. I think it's a representation of the ancient world and the modern world. This because Star Wars plays with the archetypes and the mythology of the world. The ability of George Lucas is to telling history without explaining the history. Let's put an example. Palpatine and Hitler are both charismatic leaders, and they used lies. They lied to the people, and they get the power of a nation, of an entire nation, and they lead that nation into a war, a destructive war. The transformation from the Galactic Republic into the Galactic Empire is the Roman history. Star Wars features elements of the fantasy genre like knights, wizards and princes. Unlike the fantasy and the science fiction movies of that time that featured a very shiny and futuristic scenario, Star Wars world portrayed the world as a very grimy and dirty. Some elements of Star Wars are compared to major religions of the world, like Christianism, Buddhism, and Hinduism. For example, the birth of Anakin Skywalker. In the movie, we know that Anakin has no father. His mother got pregnant and she didn't know why. In the movie, it is said that Anakin is the chosen one, and it's like a savior of the galaxy. This reminds us to the Christianism religion, the Jesus history, about that he has not a material father, and that he is going to save us all. Also, the villain Darth Maul, it represents something like a demon because of the horns. George Lucas noted that in many mythologies, all the bad guys or the demons had horns. The horns are a very representative element of evil, just like Loki in the Nordic mythology or the devil in the Christian mythology. More than a spectacular show of special effects, battles and explosions, Star Wars is more like a kind of modern mythology. It's a modern tale about morality. It's more about the spiritual situation of the human being. Well, with nothing more to say, just goodbye. I hope to make more videos about Star Wars, but in Spanish. I prefer Spanish. And well, may the force be with you.